everybody, and welcome to another week of Let's Talk. I am your host, author Dre Lett. Thank you for joining me for another fun-filled week of exciting things to talk about, where we inform, inspire, and motivate. Yes, it is Friday. Oh my goodness, I am so happy that it's Friday, and I want to just be thankful that you guys are here to enjoy another week of Let's Talk with me. As I tell you guys every week, you can view the show on Facebook, which is on Let's Talk with Author Dre Lett, that page there, and also on YouTube under the same name, Let's Talk with Author Dre Lett. Make sure you hit like and subscribe and tell a friend. And if you're curious and want to read up on my bio or purchase some books, as you can see down there on the ticker tape, you can purchase them on my website at detailproduct.net or on Amazon, where you can put in the search field Dre, D-R-E, and Lett, L-E-T-T. So again, thank you guys for joining me. This is Let's Get Fit Friday. Yes, I'm so excited, you guys. My guest that's coming up tonight is Edward Caver. He is the owner of Fitastic Personal Training Services. He'll be on a few minutes to tell us all about his business as being a personal trainer and some of the great things he's got coming up, some of the great, awesome works in the community. So he'll be up in just a little bit. But as I do every week, I want to acknowledge my live audience, those that tune in with me every week. I love and appreciate them so much. And those of you that are watching this pre-recorded, you too can be part of the live audience. All you got to do is log on to Facebook and go to my Let's Talk Facebook page, and there you can watch and chime in and comment and ask questions. So first up, want to say thank you to my husband, who's one of my producers and big supporters. He is watching, as he says every week, from the man cave. Hey, legendary Rockin' Richard Houston. Hello. Tori is there. These individuals are there every week faithfully. Carla, what's up, girl? What's up? Hope you enjoyed your birthday. Kojak, Super Family. He is definitely my skating family. We're going to be joining you guys real soon. I cannot wait until we get this vaccine and get this virus gone. Mommy in Love is watching. Hello. Las Vegas, Nevada, represent. My birthday, what would you call it? Somebody shares a birthday with you. My birthday sister, or birthday mate, Iola, she is watching. We share the same birthday. Hey, girl, what's going on? So, yes, my soror is watching. What's up, Regina? So many people coming on. Come on in and spend some time with us on Let's Talk. And I love and appreciate you guys so much. I know I promised some of you that you wanted to chime on some of the hot topics and what's going on. Please put it in the comments and I will read your comments for you and get your word out, whatever you guys want to express, because you guys are so loyal to me. You're here every week with me. So if there's something you want to talk about or share, just make sure you put in the comments field and I will definitely read it to you. Or read it to everybody. So thank you guys once again for tuning in with me. So let's go into hot topics. Oh my goodness. So you guys, I know the vaccine is controversial. I know it is, but you know, I want it. I can't wait. I want to take it so I can get back out there. And I know I'm going to still have to wear my mask and wash my hands, but I'm getting frustrated because I can't get it, right? So, and I know rightfully so, you got to let the first responders and the elderly and all the other people, and rightfully so, they should get it. But what's infuriating me is I keep hearing these stories on the news about all these people telling white lies and getting the vaccine before people who really do truly need it. They saying all kind of stuff like they're a healthcare worker and all this craziness. You guys stop it. Let those that need it get it first. Your turn is coming. So I just can't wait until they get more to the States and we can get it, as they say, needles or shots in arms, so that we can get back to a somewhat normal life. You know, hearing Fauci talk about how this fall we could possibly have a somewhat normal life, I can't wait. And I know there's other strains developing out there, but I've got faith in that the vaccine companies are going to come up with ways to combat that. So I see the light at the end of the tunnel, and man, I cannot wait. So by it being Let's Get Fit Friday. Yes, we got to get our bodies back in shape, get ready for these bathing suits and short outfits and all that good stuff. So, like I said earlier, Mr. Edward Caver is going to come on and tell us about that. So, my next hot topic, oh my goodness, this one hurt. Oh man, it hurt. One of my favorite actresses, Cicely Tyson, passed away yesterday. Cicely Tyson, an iconic and influential actress, she died at the age of 96. Man, that hurts. A family statement did not reveal her cause of death. The actress starred in several movies that she played in. She also had her first memoir, which was Just As I Am, and that was just released this past Tuesday. Some of the movies that she played African American women who demanded attention and more than that, respect. She played former slaves, civil rights icons, sharecroppers, truth tellers, mothers, and other complicated women. Her films include some of the most celebrated. One of my favorites, which was Miss Jane Pittman. She starred in Roots, The Women of Brewster's Place, and she also played in one of Tyler Perry's movies as well. Yet she said her most important accomplishment happened in 2016 when President Barack Obama awarded her the Medal of Freedom. So, that hurt because she's one of my favorite actresses and she was just still spunky getting around before the pandemic. And she was one of my favorite actresses. So, R.I.P. Cicely Tyson. And I send my thoughts and prayers out to her family. And then this past week we buried, Atlanta buried Hank Aaron. And so we're just losing some of the greats. So you guys make sure you hug and love on your loved ones, young and old, and just let them know you love them and that you love them. And this too shall pass. I really hope and this virus stops. I don't know that that's what, caused her death, but nonetheless, we just gotta just cherish every moment that we have with our loved ones. So, you guys, coming on this weekend, one of my favorites, talk show host Wendy Williams. She is going to be the executive producer for the biopic on her life. It comes on this weekend, and she'll be revealing the highs and the lows she has experienced throughout the years. Wendy has made herself the go to source for great celebrity dish on her talk show, which is called The Wendy Williams Show. The authorized project provides a revealing look at Wendy's journey to the success of her own syndicated talk show. So that should be exciting. She's one of my favorites. I am truly looking forward to watching that this weekend. I think that's going to be really, really good to watch. So I'm going to go back to my comments and just double check and see if anybody in my live studio audience wanted to stand up to the virtual mic and speak their mind on what is going on, how they feel. Yeah, so Carla, she says that she never knew that a person could catch the COVID-19 virus twice. She said we need to read more about it. Yeah, this thing is getting crazy, right? It's just and then it's turning into different strands. It's crazy. It is crazy. We got to stay prayed up and continue to wash our hands, wear our mask, and just stand 6 feet apart. Don't go in large crowds. If you feel comfortable doing it, that's But for the most part, we got to stay safe. So, anybody else want to say something? Yeah, Carla's saying R.I.P. to Miss Cicely Tyson. And let's see here. Yeah. So you guys just like I said, love on your loved ones and appreciate every moment that you have together. So, you guys, with further ado, I am going to bring on my guest. I want to just give him a formal introduction so you guys can know all about him. His story is amazing, what he has been through and where he is going. So, my guest is Mr. Edward Caver. He is the owner of Fitastic Personal Training Services, which was founded in 2016. Edward is a personal trainer and an Army veteran who spent 21 years in the Army as a medic. He was in both Gulf Wars and he did 3 tours in Iraq. He is bad. He's a Rambo, right? Wow. After his retirement, he aimed to create an organization founded on the principles of developing physical readiness, health awareness, and positive body images. Edward is married with 5 children and he has 3 grandchildren. He firmly believes in the Army principle of training yourself to go anywhere, anytime, and do anything within a moment's notice. Fitastic Personal Training Services prides itself in offering a variety of services, including boot camp, training, one on one fitness, and group fitness training. So, without further ado, I'm going to bring on my guest, Mr. Edward Caver.
Internet, how are you?
Hey, Edward, how are you? Welcome
It's
to Let's Talk. You doing
thank you.
okay?
Yes, I am. It's good to be here, and thank you for having me on your show.
Awesome. Absolutely. So, are you staying safe by washing your hands and wearing your mask and staying 6 feet apart from people and all that good stuff?
Absolutely.
Good.
I
Good.
actually, yeah, my wife actually went a step further, and she bought me a fogger that I put like the essential oils in that kind of like sanitize the air. So like I'm
Oh,
not only spraying around, but just spraying people too.
I love that. That's awesome. So, it just shoots in the air and just sanitizes everything. I got to get one of
Yeah.
those. That's awesome. Oh my goodness, that's awesome. So you look like you standing up, like you getting ready to do some workout or something, huh?
I'm sitting out in a stool that's kind of adjustable.
Oh, okay,
um,
okay.
yeah.
All
So
right.
I can.
Well,
Should I come up higher? There you
yeah, maybe.
go.
Yeah, there you
Is
go.
that
Now
better?
they can see you. There you go. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, they can see you better. Right? Well, again, thank you for coming on. Let's talk. So let's talk. Let's get into this interview. I'm sure the audience has questions. You guys feel free to ask questions and comments, but I'm going to definitely ask some of my own. So, Edward, hearing all that you've done 3 tours in Iraq, you've been in both Gulf Wars, you're like a man-made Rambo, what inspired you to go from being an army medic to a personal trainer? What got you to doing that? What got you interested in that?
Well, Adrena, that's a very interesting question. Um, Honestly, there's when I was younger, um, there's some stuff that happened. Like I was in high school, and my PT coaches, instructors, they were World War II vets, so they set up obstacle courses for us, right? So every month we would do like a mile run, and we do all these little mini obstacle courses. I didn't know that was prepping me for joining the military later on.
Hmm.
And as a medic, I've seen people get hurt, and I also had the privilege and honor of seeing them recover in one of my assignments. And it kind of dawned on me like all the training that we do, physical training. In the Army, you could train anywhere from like 3 to like 6 days a week. But all that training actually helped those soldiers that were critically injured recover fast.
Hmm.
And I kind of like was amazed by it. And they inspired me. It's like their drive to just continue on. Some of them even wanted to stay on active duty. And actually, I met one sergeant that he was a double amputee, but he would come in and meet the soldiers that just got admitted to the ward. He would come in with fatigues. He would talk to them and try to encourage them, and they really wouldn't listen. Then, like later on, he would come in like in his PT shorts, and they would see that he had 2 prosthetic legs.
Hmm.
And he told me that you could do anything, like if you put your mind to it and don't give up. And that really that was a life changer and a game changer for me. And I wanted to take that same drive and passion that those brave warriors had and share it with the civilian population. Um, and I can attest that when you take care of yourself, when you engage in some type of physical activity, the little bit that you do every day, it counts. And if you get into a serious situation because your body is already like in a better condition, you have a better chance of recovery. And so that inspired me. And like I said, I wanted to share those principles with the community.
Oh wow, that's awesome. That's a touching story. That's amazing. Oh my goodness. Well, that's huge. By all means, I applaud you for doing that. Definitely. Working with those
Thank
individuals
you.
and letting it inspire you to help others. Definitely. So Edward, so I'm going to share with the audience. I would like for you to tell us about your facility. So, from what I understand, you've got a facility that you work out in, that you train everybody in. And I'm going to show the audience here your facility.
Sure.
So,
I guess I could, yeah, as you're bringing the pictures up, I'll go ahead and talk about it.
yeah,
So, Fitastic is located at 4229 Steve Reynolds Boulevard, Suite 200 in Norcross, Georgia.
okay.
And the equipment that we have there, they're free weights. I like using free weights because it recruits other like smaller muscle groups, right? So as you're working on a primary muscle, you have other stabilizing muscles that are engaged as well, versus just machines. Machines are fine, but I think for like functional training, which I do a lot of training. So in functional training is simply uh, training like in movements such as every day. For instance, like lifting or squatting. So we'll do like dumbbell squats or lunges, right? So other pieces of equipment, like you see in the pictures there, you'll see like some bench press machines and squat racks. You'll see some bikes. You'll see the little silver balls over there. Those are like for stabilization. And things that are folded up, those are rowing machines. So we've got a pretty broad spectrum of like different types of equipment. And it's pretty fun. And also like if you look at the flooring there, it's black. It's kind of like an astroturf because we have sleds as well. You might see that in another picture. So like we do like all around training. And I also do mobile training too. So like if someone was like scared to come into the facility because of COVID going on right now,
Mhm.
I could come to their house. So they have the convenience of training at their house, or if they want to come into our facility. And by the way, Drina, we maintain COVID standards. So we do deep cleaning. I clean the equipment between clients. I have like a 15-minute window before I see another client, and I'll take that time and clean and wipe down everything. I wear a mask. My clients wear a mask. And also, before you come in the door, we go ahead and take a temperature, right?
Mm.
So we have a lot of precautions. And then I talked to you about the fogger earlier. So we kind of like spray the area down, and I wipe the stuff down afterwards as well. And also to like just ensure more safety, I train one client at a time, and there's a spacing. Like I said, so I can clean and prep for the next client.
That's awesome to know, Edward. That is awesome. You take wipe everything down. You make sure that your clients are safe. So let me ask you this: with all that being said, and you also mentioned that you're willing to come to your client's home to, train them as well. We have viewers that watch from all over the United States, about 25 different states and overseas as well. Because you're based out of Atlanta, do you have anything that you could do virtual, whether you make up a workout regimen and you can email it to them or go on Zoom with them? Do you offer anything like that?
Yes, ma'am. I could make programs and design programs for individuals. So what I would have them do is go onto the website at www.fitasticpts.com, fill out the forms. I'll get them, I'll read them, and we'll do a telephone consultation. And based on their needs, we'll go ahead and design a program. And also, coming soon will be virtual training as well. So that'll be coming up like in the next month or so.
That is so cool. I love it. The how you're versatile. You're able to offer your services during a crazy pandemic, but hopefully the vaccine and the virus and all this stuff will be gone to where people can come into your facility if they're here in Georgia. That's outstanding, sir. Outstanding. So let me ask you this. So, I talked about earlier in
Thank
the
you.
show that the weather's getting warm and people getting their Daisy Dukes and the guys are getting their muscle shirts to show the guns off, all that good stuff. How often should someone exercise to get ready, to get their bodies ready for the warm weather coming up soon?
Drew, that's a good question. Exercising at least 30 minutes daily is a great way to start. Also, if you do like about 300 minutes a week, is also another, or just 3 times a week, 3 out like an hour, 45 minutes. Whenever you can get it in. It doesn't have to be consistently like one whole hour. You could do a little bit in the morning, saying when you get up in the morning while you're brushing your teeth, or before you have your breakfast. You could like do some squats, or you could do some push-ups. You could do some push-ups in between watching a show, right?
Okay.
When a commercial is on, you could just knock out 10. Um, you could do 10 push-ups, for instance, a day, or 5, or wherever you are. And the next day you just add one on. And pretty soon that builds up. You're getting stronger.
Mm,
You can go for, but having some type of exercise, moving, getting out, moving. If you don't like going to a gym and working out, you could go for walks. You could there's yoga. You could skate. I know you're a skater, avid skater, so you can
mhm.
go skating, you can go biking, but just doing something just to get out there and start moving, get your heart rate up, and being consistent with.
That's awesome. That's good. And when you put it that way, that makes it sound like okay, okay, I could do it. Somebody could do it, right? So, what are some quick weight
Correct.
loss tricks? Some people they don't want to put in that long hard work. Are there any tricks to getting that weight off of you real quick?
Well, honestly, there are no tricks, right? You have to, if you want to lose weight, you have to put the work in. I mean, well, I take that back. I mean, there's surgeries that you can have, but that
Oh,
doesn't necessarily make you healthy, right? That's a
right.
quick way, it's expensive, right? But if you want to do it a safe and healthy way, and not putting down any surgeons or anything like that, but if you want to actually develop and get stronger and healthier, um, a good way to do is watch what you eat, right? Like have a healthy, sensible, balanced meals. For instance, you could instead of having um, like just eating a salad, for instance, with like the iceberg lettuce, which has very little nutritional value, swap it out with spinach or kale. Add some
Hmm.
fruit to it. Add some vegetables, nuts, and stuff like that. And kind of like build on it that way. So having a balanced meal is one way. Another way is to eat smaller meals, smaller portions. So instead of getting a big plate, right, get a smaller plate, maybe a saucer, fill it up. And then when you fill that plate up, you want to put more fruits and vegetables. You want to eat more fruits and vegetables, have more fruits and vegetables on your plate than you do meat, right? Not pushing, not knocking meat or anything like that. But if you have meat, you want to have lean cuts of meat. So, for instance, if you're like you love hamburgers and you love burgers, right? How about mixing some of that burger meat with some ground chicken or ground turkey, or having a turkey burger or a veggie burger? Um, Another way is you have uh, more meals, but smaller meals. So you have, for instance, you'll have like your breakfast, lunch, and dinner, but in between there, you have sensible snacks, like you have fruits and vegetables or nuts. Um, and being consistent, being patient with yourself, right? So this extra weight you didn't put it on in in one day. So you want to be patient with yourself and give yourself an opportunity to lose it, right? So safely, you can lose anywhere from 1 to 2 pounds per week. And 90% of any type of exercise is your meal plan. Staying to your meal plan, be consistent with it, stick to it, and then you can get pretty good results.
And that's interesting that you say that in terms of make sure you eat nuts or fruits or something like that because you always hear about how people drop their weight quickly. They'll just starve themselves and then they're super skinny. Well, what in the world like it's overnight. And so what you said makes sense, like gradually lose the weight. That could be pretty sick dropping weight like that, right?
Right. So we're just talking about like someone like rapidly dropping weight, and
Uh-huh.
they have like excess skin, right? So usually those people like have gone on some type. Maybe they've had some type of surgery, like or they've just done aerobic type of exercises and no weight training. So consequently, there's no muscle development. So you have like excess fat or
Ooh.
excess skin rather. Now, if a person was like really obese, like they can have muscle develop,
Hmm.
but they may have like some type of minor get that lose some skin off. But if you incorporate a healthy diet that's balanced, right? Eat smaller meals, but eat more frequently, and you also incorporate weight training into your regimen, you're going to get excellent results. So that's a philosophy that I use when I train my clients and even when I train myself um, to get the maximum results. But in order to do that, you have to put the work in. Like you have to go to the gym. If you come and train with me, you will sweat, ladies. I know a lot of ladies are worried. Sometimes they're worried about their hair or sweating, but that's what a gym is for, right? Is to get a workout, get that heart rate up, get that metabolism like fired up, right? So you can burn some calories.
Hmm. That's what about you make perfect sense when you say that. Oh, I'm hearing an echo. I think you have it turned up really loud. I'm here
Oh,
with a
I'm sorry. let,
okay.
let
But
me turn it down.
yeah, you're right when you talk about how you got to put in the work, definitely, and it's not going to be pretty. So you're not going to be cute, ladies and guys. You're gonna sweat. So that flyer with those
Right.
guns that you got, that's come from working hard, guys. Y'all got to get in the gym with Edward if you're in Georgia, and virtually. So let me ask you this: so for those people who don't want to put in the work, right? How can you talked about some of the things they can do, they can exercise while they brush their teeth or different things like that. How do you make it fun when they come see you? How do you make it fun? Do you make it where you get them to lighten up and laugh a little bit? How do you make it exciting and fun?
Okay, so I'm just gonna throw it out there. Like I'm pretty goofy by nature. Like I clown around with my wife and my clients too. Like we'll come in, we'll turn music on so they can kind of relax, get them in an environment to relax. I put what they want to listen on, and they feel like dancing, or I feel like dancing. Sometimes I do that. We'll just like dance around between like while they're resting, or just conversations. Or I also include things that they like to do.
Okay.
Um, so that's the question I asked that. It's like, what do you like to do? Because you need variety, and then also you need something that you enjoy to do. Because if you're doing something that you don't enjoy, you're not going to do it. But if
Mm.
you incorporate something that you like to do into it, it's not even tedious. It's not even exercising. It's having fun. So I try to do that.
That's awesome. Because if it's fun, then they want to do it. They don't mind burning and going through all that. So, how soon can you see the results? So, I talked about how spring is around the corner. Is it going to be something that's going to be like 30 days, 60 days, 3 months? How soon can you see the results?
Right. Okay. So going back to what we talked about earlier about safely, you can lose between 1 to 2 pounds per week.
Hmm.
So you can actually start to see results in about a week if you're sticking to your meal program, meal plan. If you're coming in, putting in the work, right? You can see results as soon as that. And what I mean by that is like you'll start dropping the weight. You can lose up 1 to 2 pounds, right? You might see it in your clothes. Your clothes will start feeling looser, right? You're like, my pants don't fit anymore. That's because you're losing the weight. You're sticking to your meal plan, you're losing the weight. And then also there's physiological changes that happen in about like, it takes about 90 days. Of course, like in between that time, you're getting stronger. And then there's stuff happening to your metabolism where it's becoming more efficient in burning calories and using the fuel that you're putting in, the healthy, right fuel to get through the workout. And of course, you're getting strength gains in there. And then there's stuff that's happening on a cellular level as well, which it's too technical to go into, but that's about the time. Like some people may show results a little sooner than others, but nevertheless, I'd say in general, about 90 days, you'll see a physiological change. And in about a week, if you're, like I said, sticking to your plan, uh, you can see some type of change.
Oh, wow. So if I do my math right, that's April-ish, May-ish, depending on the person. That's right when it's starting to pick up, right? Get ready, y'all. Get
Yeah,
ready.
that's
Hot
right. Yeah, yeah.
workout.
So you could be ready. You could be bikini ready, or if you have that little black dress, fellas, you have that muscle shirt that you want to just like show your guns on. You come in, train with me, stick to your meal plan, you can get there.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. So, hearing your story and all that you've been through and this awesome business that you do and being a personal trainer, what are your future goals for Fitastic? What do you see it going from here?
But Trina, yeah, some of the things that I'm working on is I'd like to have a outreach for veterans. Veterans are like dear to my heart. People that have served country, they've made sacrifices, and unfortunately, some of them come back either physically or like mentally or emotionally damaged.
Hmm.
And I want to be able to have an outreach to help them, especially soldiers that come back or service members that come back that suffer from combat related PTSD, which is something that I suffer from as well. And through my journey, um, exercising, that was something that I did in the military. And so it was something that was easy for me to translate to as I became transitioned out of the military. It kept my mind kind of like focused, gave me a goal, something to look forward to. It kind of de-stressed me and kind of cleared out my thinking. And so I know that it works. There's been studies done where on exercise in correlation to like behavioral or mental issues or emotional issues, and it really does work. And so, from a personal perspective, as I grow and go through my journey, I want to be able to have an outlet and share with other people and kind of bring them in, because they might be going through something and not having a way to cope, or needing something to just like take their mind off of whatever they're dealing with, and to do it in a healthy way and something that's not destructive. Instead of drinking, they could come and train with us. Um, and I'm wanting to have not only the working out part, but also like a trained therapist that could come in and do like mini workshops as well. So that's something that's in the works with Fitastic, and I hope to have something like within 6 months in place.
Wow, that's awesome, Edward. I applaud you for that because you hear so often of veterans coming back and suffering from PTSD, and some of them aren't doing positive things. And I think you're correct in that getting them in a place where they can let off some of that steam, and you helping them. That's huge. That's huge. That's awesome. I applaud you for that, sir.
Thank you.
Definitely. And thank you for serving your country and protecting us. It's because of guys like you we were able to sleep at night. I grew up in a military family. My dad's a retired colonel, so I know about the military. But it's because of you guys we're safe at night and we can rest peacefully. So thank you for your service. Thank you.
Oh, my pleasure. Um, what I share with people is that I was just doing my part, and I always share with people that, especially in our times today, that freedom isn't free. It comes with a price.
Mhm.
If we look at our situation, in our current situation in our nation, um, it's our it's wonderful, but it's fragile as well. So there are people, there are men and women that you'll never hear about, and they'll never share their story, but they're out there making sacrifices away from home, away from their families and their loved ones, and, and they're just doing their job, and that's how they look at it. So this is my way of saying thank you to them and giving back.
Mm, absolutely. That's awesome. Thank you so much, sir. So, you talked about what you want to do at Fitastic, which is awesome. I applaud you for that once again. And you and I talked offline about some of your community service projects, some of the ideas that you had for veterans. Can you share with us some of that?
Yes, that was one of them. And then another one that I would like to work on is a 5K ruck march run
Hmm.
in the future, just as a fundraiser to raise money for homeless veterans, um, to help get them off the streets. You know, I haven't. I'm like I said, I'm still working on how to put that together. But if there's anyone out there listening and they're interested in kind of collaborating and doing like a 5K and a ruck march, like especially veterans, um, my number is going to be posted, or my email, and just give me a call. I'd love to make it happen. If there's any of those 5K uh, event planners, give me a call, please. I love to kind of talk with you about how to do this. And that's something that, like I said, it's down the road. And um, maybe not this November, but maybe next November, like to commemorate Veterans Day, to do it on that day. So
That would be awesome. And by the way, yeah, you guys get in touch with him so that he can definitely do something for our veterans. I think that is wonderful, wonderful idea that you have. And Edward, I'm just going to look at the comments that some of the audience members have and see if you guys have any questions. Anybody want to get involved with him to help him with his community service project, because it can go a long way to help our veterans. They put their lives on the line for us, so we can sleep at night, so we're protected. Going back to the insurrection, some of the National Guard guys, they're there protecting the Capitol, so you guys do an awesome job. So you guys make sure you reach out to him and see how you can help him. Let's see here. I'm just going through the comments here. Somebody said a comment. They said everyone needs a personal trainer to stay in shape. The forgotten occupation and health. Absolutely, absolutely. Somebody wanted to know, do you have a connection in Detroit? Of course he does. I'll let him tell you about the
yes, I
connection.
do. Yes, yeah. By the way, Drina, so like my family is in Detroit, and also have a cousin. His name is David. So David, if you're listening, David was a Marine,
Mm,
and David played basketball for the Marine Corps. And when he got out, he went to Australia and played there. And he has like a little reach out. It's called a Poor Boy's Dream, where he inner city youth, kind of like if they have that dream of playing basketball, and so he kind of does that there.
that's
So
awesome. That's awesome.
yeah,
So Richard, he does have connections in Detroit. So, and your wife, Miss Stephanie, said that's my hubby.
yeah.
That's
So I'd love for her to come over here, babe. Would you come up, please? Don't be shy. Come on.
You guys, they're both entrepreneurs. As you
So
guys probably
this
saw.
young lady right here, this beautiful young lady right here inspires me, and she is one that keeps me on
Hey!
task.
Look,
She
I'm
keeps me on
crying.
task.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
It's my sweetheart.
And
Yeah.
she has her
So
own
I
hair
think of very
salon.
much for all your
So you guys are
Yeah, I do.
an entrepreneur couple with your own businesses. That is awesome. Awesome. I applaud both of
yeah.
you. You guys make such a beautiful
Thank you.
couple.
Thank you.
uh, Somebody wanted to know, Edward, is there such a thing as targeted weight loss? They said that they lose it in their face, but now where they want to lose it. So is there such thing as targeting the weight loss?
Okay, so targeting weight loss, that would I would say that's kind of up there with spot reduction in weight loss. And no, there isn't. So your body is going to lose the weight, or it's going to come off where it wants it to come off at. And it's different for different people. And just like some people store like body fat in different areas, and so maybe it comes off, say like if it's in their arms, and then they start exercising and they lose it in their stomach or their legs or something like that. I have not that I know of. Now, if there's any experts out there, I'm not a doctor. If there's any such thing as a spot weight loss or reduction, please let me know to educate me because I don't know everything, but I have never heard of it. And of course, we know that a lot of marketing out there, that's a gimmick that they use, to get people to buy things. But you go in there, you exercise, and wherever your body is going to lose that weight at first, or wherever that's how it's going to happen. But the thing is, if you stay consistent with your training, it will happen. That's the
Okay.
key: is stay to your program, stay consistent, and be patient with yourself.
Awesome. Awesome. I love it. And somebody, Diana out of Las Vegas, she wanted to know, will eating a banana or other potassium rich foods or taking potassium tablet, will that help with relieving soreness and pre or post workout?
Potassium, your body has potassium in it, and it can help. It can help. So what I would say again is like eating a balanced diet, right? Um, and taking like a multivitamin and getting those electrolytes and those minerals and nutrients that you're taking out when you sweat, replenishing them, and also keeping hydrated. That'll help with soreness as well.
Okay. Awesome. Well, this is good. I mean, Edward, you're a wealth of knowledge, you guys. I'm going to let you do the honors. It's scrolling across the screen, but please tell everybody how they can follow you if they want to get in touch with you for your services, be it here in Georgia or virtually.
Uh, okay, Drina. So if you want to get in touch with me, my name is Edward Caver, Fitastic Personal Training Services. Instagram at Fitastic PTS. My website is www.fitasticpersonaltraining or I'm sorry, fitasticpts.com. And then, of course, I'm on Facebook, and my phone number is 404-919-2713.
Awesome.
So those are the ways you can get in touch with me. And of course, if you come down to the gym at 4229 Steve Reynolds Boulevard, Suite 200, you can walk in and you can talk to me,
Sweet. I
and we'll
love
get you
it.
started.
Awesome. One last question before we go. Um, Somebody wanted to know
That's
that they heard drinking chocolate milk is the best recovery workout drink. Is that true?
It's tasty because, like, I'm a chocoholic, right? You give me
Me
anything
too.
chocolate, I'm probably going to eat it, right? So, and I kind of understand what you mean because like you have a lot of the protein drinks and you have different flavors. You have chocolate, but what they're talking about is like the nutritional content of it that's naturally in milk. Like you have your vitamin D and your other uh, pieces of protein and all that stuff. So he or she. You said it was a he. Is asking.
No, it's a female.
Okay, she's talking about is the makeup of like the milk itself. It's not necessarily the flavor. The flavoring is just the bonus, right? It's chocolate, but it's actually what is in. So milk has, of course, it's high in protein. So and other nutrients. So that's actually what it is. You can also drink regular milk, but the chocolate milk adds a bonus of also sugar. You know, you have extra sugar that's in there from the flavoring.
Oh, okay. Okay. That's something to definitely know. Keep in mind. Well, thank you, Mr. Edward Caver, for coming on and representing your business with Fitastic and sharing with everybody your wealth of knowledge. We will definitely I make sure people reach out to you if they want to get involved with your community service project. You are welcome here anytime. And I thank you, sir, for
My
your
pleasure.
service. And come back and see us.
Yeah, Drina, may I share one more thing?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, so going back to the veterans, like that's where my heart is. I work with everyone, but especially like veterans. Uh, if you uh, if you come in and see me, right, you automatically get a 10% discount. And secondly, is just bringing awareness to soldiers and suicide. There's about 20 soldiers that commit suicide every month, and so and a lot of it's related to combat-related PTSD. And like when you get out of that environment and coming back as a civilian, you're still not like on a heightened alert, and they have trouble coping and dealing. And also, when you come off of it, while you're in the military, you have a mission and a purpose. So a lot of them feel like they don't have that when they come out. So that really like touches my heart, and I just wanted to bring that awareness. And if you are a veteran or just anyone, and you're feeling like you're having those thoughts, or you feel like you want to give up, I'm here to tell you that don't give up. First of all, God loves you. I love you. You have someone to talk to. You have someone that's in your corner, and we're here for you. You can, if you want to, you can call me. You can text me. Also, in touch with the VA or the VA crisis hotline. But talk to someone. Your life is important. It's precious. You are valuable. So please seek help.
Oh, wow. Thank you for that, Edward. Thank you for that. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Well, sir, you're welcome here anytime. Anytime you want to come on, let's talk to talk about your community service project and veterans, what have you, you're more than welcome. So, again, thank you for your service.
Thank you very much, and I enjoyed chatting with you.
Thank you. Well, you have a good
And
night. Be safe. Wear your mask. Wash your hands. Stay 6 feet apart.
all right, thank you. I
Okay.
will.
Bye
All right,
bye.
all right.
Oh my goodness. So you guys, as you saw, that was Mr. Edward Caver of Fitastic Personal Training Services. That's amazing the work that he's doing for veterans. Wow, that's amazing. I'm just speechless behind that. So if anybody's watching that wants to get involved with that, please, please, please reach out to him and definitely get involved with that to help our veterans because they protect us while we're sleeping. They protect our country. So as I close out the show, you guys, I'm going to leave you on a positive note. I kept going back and forth on what positive note to leave you with, and I'm just going to make it short, sweet, and simple. In 90 days, or a little bit, depending on where you are, a little bit more, it's going to be warm. Yes, get ready for the bikinis, the shorts, guys with the guns, the muscles, and whatnot. Get ready. Cut back your diet, like Edward said. Start working out. Stay focused, because I believe that things are going to get better and we're going to all be out at the beach having a good time, safely, of course, but just get ready. That's the positive thought, is that I see this, the sun and the light at the end of the tunnel. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. So get ready, get ready, get ready. So as I tell you guys every week, you can view my show on Facebook, which is Let's Talk with Author Dre Lett, and YouTube. Make sure you please hit like and subscribe and share and tell a friend and tell a friend. And if nobody has told you today that they love you, just know that I love you. Stay safe out there. Wash your hands, wear your mask, stay 6 feet apart, and just be safe. And know that I love you. And with that, I'm out.